Jai BHIM. Today I am Arun Kumar. I am Arun Kumar, Advocate, High Court, Chennai. Today is the 130th birthday celebration of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the father of the Constitution of India. Today I am going to speak about RPI, Republican Party of India, from the year 1956 to till date. That is, in 1956, Republican Party of India was founded by Dr. Ambedkar. At that time, Dr. Ambedkar, when the party was founded, in Tamil Nadu there was a great social leader, Dalit leader, one Mr. N. Sivaraj. He is called Tandai. Tandai N. Sivaraj. Tandai means father. N. Sivaraj. He was the first president of Republican Party of India. He was the first president of RPI, our RPI. He was very close to Dr. Ambedkar. N. Sivaraj was a member of parliament from 1957 to 1961. He was born in Kadapa on 29/9/1892. It was under Madras presidency, under British rule, and he died on 29/9/1964. His birth and death falls on same date and same month. His wife was also a great social leader called Mother Meenambal Sivaraj. N. Sivaraj was a law graduate from Madras Law College. He was also a close associate of Tandai Periyar, a social reformer, a rationalist leader. Periyar is known now all over India. He started self-respect. He was very active. N. Sivaraj was very active in self-respect movement, women's rights movement, anti-Brahminism movement. Thereafter, his wife, Annai, that is Mother Meenambal Sivaraj, she was the first woman president of South India Scheduled Caste Federation. In 1944, she presided the federation's meeting, and this was attended by Dr. Ambedkar. This was 1944. This was attended by Dr. Ambedkar. On 6/5/1945, there was a Scheduled Caste Federation meeting in Bombay. Then it was called Mumbai, it was called Bombay. She presided there. She came there, she presided, and recently, about 5 years before, for N. Sivaraj, there was a very big meeting, remembrance meeting held in Chennai, Kamaraj Hall. On the same day, his birthday, on 29th September, where our RPI, present RPI Autologies, RPI, Sri Ramdas Autology, the Honorable Union Minister of State for Social Justice and Empowerment, he attended the meeting where I presented the statue of autology. For autology, I presented a statue as a remembrance. Then another leader, one Rettamalai Srinivasan, a great leader. He was born in 1860. He was a reformer, editor, social justice warrior. He worked along with another social leader, Dalit leader, Mr. M.C. Raja. He played, Rettamalai Srinivasan played a very important role in all India level, along with Mr. M.C. Raja. Among the few reformers, he was among the few reformers who had a dialogue with both Gandhiji and Dr. Ambedkar. Rettamalai Srinivasan was one of the very few leaders who had interaction, who had dialogue with both Gandhiji and Dr. Ambedkar. Thereafter, Rettamalai Srinivasan is well known to all that he took part in the Round Table Conference held in London along with Dr. Ambedkar. It is said that Rettamalai Srinivasan, though elder to Dr. Ambedkar, when his turn came to talk in the conference, Rettamalai Srinivasan said that Dr. Ambedkar, it would be appropriate that Dr. Ambedkar would speak in the Round Table Conference. So his time also was allotted to Dr. Ambedkar. Like that, he appreciated, he had a very praise for Dr. Ambedkar. Rettamalai Srinivasan's nephew, called one Pandit Ayodhya Dasar. He was a very, very social activist, a Tamil anti-caste activist. He was a practitioner of Siddha. He was a practitioner of Siddha medicine. He converted to Buddhism. He called upon all the now called Dalits. In those days, they were called Parayas. All the downtrodden people to follow Buddhism, because he said Buddhism was the original religion of Dalits. In 1891, Ayodhya Dasar founded Panchama Mahajana Sabha. He is known for South Indian Sakya Buddhist movement. This was a very great social reformer and also well known for his Siddha medicine. There is a National Institute of Siddha hospital in Chennai. The institute is named after his name. After these leaders, many Tamil Nadu leaders, especially associated with the Republican Party of India, are one Pallikunda Krishnaswamy. He belongs to Vellore district in Tamil Nadu. He was a very, very great social activist, follower of Dr. Ambedkar. They are all leaders who passed away. And there is one G. Murthy from Vellore. He was a very great social leader. His statue is there in Vellore, Katpadi, near Vellore. Then another social leader is there, Raja Tamilmaran in Gudiyatham. Then I will talk about him later. Then one Mr. Seku Tamilarasan is also a RPI leader, but he is having a separate wing, RPI. Under the banner of RPI, he has been functioning. He was a MLA for quite a few terms. and he was a deputy speaker in Tamil Nadu Assembly. Then in the year 1999, for the first time, I met our national leader, Sri Ramdas Atwaleji. I was not knowing, before that I was not knowing Atwaleji. Then one Villivakam Vilvanathan from Chennai, he took me to Delhi for some other reason. Suddenly, there was an idea from Mr. Vilvanathan that there is a great leader, RPI leader in Delhi, that is Mr. Ramdas Atwaleji, he said. In 1999, Atwaleji was the Lok Sabha MP. So we went there and met Atwaleji. We had introduction. In 1999, in August, when we met him, that was the time parliamentary election had been announced. So we had interaction. Then I was appointed as the state president. For Atwaleji, for the first time, I was the first state president for Ramdas Atwaleji, RPI in Tamil Nadu. I took over as the state president. Mr. Vilvanathan became the general secretary for RPI Tamil Nadu. Then another person became the treasurer of Tamil Nadu. Thereafter, on September 11, 1999, there was election, parliamentary election. I contested for Arakonam general seat, parliamentary seat. I contested in 1999. At that time, the RPI's name was spread everywhere because I contested for the election. The symbol was apple. Apple was the symbol and it became very popular. The symbol apple became very popular, and all over Vellore district, particularly Vellore district, Arakonam, Ranipet, Valaja, everywhere RPI name got spread. Especially it was Arakonam is a general constituency. So there was a very big advertisement for RPI. From there onwards, the RPI's name started spreading under Ramdas Atwaleji's RPI from 1999. From 1999 onwards, I am working with Atwaleji. That means about for the past 23 years, I am with Atwaleji. Now there is a very good growth. RPI's growth is very big now. All over the state of Tamil Nadu, RPI is there. Then thereafter, in 2001, I contested for MLA election. Thereafter, in 2004, again MP parliamentary election, I contested for 2 seats. One is at Arakonam, another one is Vellore. 2 seats I contested. Atwaleji came to Arakonam and Vellore for election campaign for 2004 parliamentary election. Came there, and both constituencies we travelled from Arakonam and also Vellore. So while campaigning from Arakonam, we garlanded number of statues of Dr. Ambedkar right from Arakonam Taluk. Then on that particular day, we reached Gudiyatham. It's a very famous place where there is a place called Gudiyatham in Vellore district. It's a very important place because Dr. Ambedkar had visited Gudiyatham. Thereafter, Dr. Ambedkar's son, Yashwant Ambedkar, visited Gudiyatham. Again, Dr. Ambedkar's grandson, Prakash Ambedkar, also visited. Thus, it is a very important place. We reached Gudiyatham and during the campaign, 2004 election campaign, we reached Gudiyatham in the night, midnight, 12 o'clock. At that, there Gudiyatham, Dr. Ambedkar statue, we garlanded. Thereafter, I told already, one Raja Tamil Moran from Gudiyatham, he was waiting to provide a dinner for Atwalaji and all the persons who accompanied Atwalaji for the election campaign. And at 12 o'clock midnight, we had a dinner in the house of one Mr. Raja Tamil Moran. He is a very social minded person, a very active RPI supporter. Then when I came to Chennai in the year 2006, I contested again for the MLA election in Chennai. Thus from Vellore district I shifted myself to Chennai. In Chennai also the name of RPI got spreading. Thereafter one Mr. MC Rajendran from Salem. He was in some other faction, RPI faction. After seeing our activities, the activities of Atology and activities of myself, then one MC Rajendran and along with his big team, he wanted to join our RPI. Then he met a couple of times Atology, and also he met me in Arakonam. Then finally he was given the state president post. Because of continuous request, his state president post was given to Mr. MC Rajendran of Salem. He was the second state president for RPI Atology. So he became the state president. Then thereafter, after a few years, there was another state president, Mr. Ira Mogan. He is a cable electricity board cable contractor. He was also very active leader. He joined our party and he became the state president. Then thereafter, one Ramesh Khanna was in Congress party. He is running a digital banner shop. He was very active in Congress. But seeing the activities of Atology, he joined, along with his team, he joined our party, and thereafter he became the state president of our party in Tamil Nadu. Then there is one VP Ramaya, Dr. VP Ramaya. He was already in RPI. He was Mumbai. He is associated with Atology for the past more than 40 years. He was also very close with us. Then now I think he is in Congress party. Thereafter, on Father Susai, now the present state president is Dr. M.A. Father Susai. He is based in Mumbai. He is native of Tirunelveli district, Sankaran Koil. He wanted to very actively take part in our party and also to develop the party. Therefore, he was made the state president. After that, one important leader in Chennai, Mr. Adi Kesavan. Adi Kesavan is he was a very rich person. He joined, seeing the activities of Atology and various programs of Atology, and especially Atology is the only leader who works round the clock. Round the clock is the only leader all over India. One day in one state. Atology is in one day in one state. That means how many states are there in India? Every state is touring for the past 25 years, about 25 years, because of his continuous effort, continuous touring. The party has developed all over India, in each and every state and union territory, right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, then from Assam to Gujarat, everywhere. North India, Central India, East India, West India, South India, everywhere party is there. Because of these activities, one Mr. Adi Kesavan and along with a big team joined our party. After seeing the closeness activities of Mr. Adi Kesavan, Atology appointed Adi Kesavanji as the senior national vice president. He became the senior national vice president of the party and he was very active. Whenever he comes to meet Atology in either in Delhi or Bombay or Pune, everywhere he used to come show very good respect to our leader, Sri Ramdas Atology, with big garlands, big shawls and presentations. Very excellent. He is also very well educated. He is a lawyer and enrolled as a member in a Supreme Court Bar Association. He is a law graduate, very fluent in English and is very good in his work. Very active person, very active Dalit leader, a lot of wealth. He has very good wealth, that land, jewels, everything. In Chennai, Vyasarpadi, his house is situate and unfortunately he died last June 28th due to corona problem. He died. It is a very big shock to Atology, very shocking for Atology. Then Atology came last month for the memory function of Adi Kesavanji. It was conducted in Chennai at the house of Adi Kesavanji. There was a big program. Thereafter, when Atology conducted All India Ratha Yatra from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. It was started from Kanyakumari. We all took part, all traveled to many states. I traveled to 5 states, that is Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Karnataka, Kerala. I traveled to all these places and it was a grand success in which many cadres of our party, youth, youngsters, ladies, women, and all took part in a grand manner. Now one Dr. Venkataswamy is the South India president for RPI. He is also a very active leader. He very often he conducts big meetings in Karnataka, Bangalore, and we also go and take part because South India, entire South India is under the charge of Dr. Venkataswamy. He has obtained his PhD degree. Like Dr. Ambedkar, he wanted to follow. That's why he could study and he could get a doctorate degree recently. So he is very active. He also took part in the Ratha Yatra and was a great successful function. Then thereafter, there are several leaders of our RPI in Tamil Nadu, like Muhammad Abdullah is a minority state president. One Mr. Fayaz Abdullah is there. He is very close to Atology. Then Hamid, one Mr. Hamid Hussain. Then one Atik is there. Atik is also very active in our party. That is minority, Muslim minority. Then one Mr. Rajnath Arakonam. He is very close to Atology for the past at least more than 30 years. Now he was in the defense. He was working in the defense. Then he is now in Arakonam. He is very close to Atology. Recently, in the month of October, on 25th October at Arakonam, we conducted on very big Diksha Bhumi, Arakonam. Nagpur, this time Nagpur could not go, Atology could not go to Nagpur because of Corona. So the one Diksha Bhumi function was organized in Arakonam in a grand manner, where Mr. Rajnath organized it, and one Mr. Naina Masilamani, General Secretary of CST Coordination, Mr. LIC Yashwant, Jnana Selvam, and Manikam and Guruswamy, Varalakshmi, all people, and local MLA, Mr. MLA also, Arakonam MLA took part, Mr. Ravi. All these people took part, and now in the 2021 assembly election, just now was concluded on 6th April 2021, in which we tried for an alliance with AIDMK. We were about to be given about 2 or 3 seats in the alliance, but finally, ultimately, we could not get for some reasons. Anyhow, our state president, Father Susai, fielded 40 candidates in the election, Tamil Nadu Assembly election. Out of them, 21 candidates contested the election. Other candidates' names were rejected. So, 21 candidates. Father Susai contested from Perambur, Chennai, Perambur constituency. We hope to get a very good number of votes for him. And this is the record break. This is the first time 21 candidates contested for election in Tamil Nadu, MLA election in Tamil Nadu. Is a very, very important change. This is going to give a big boost to the party, and in future it will there will be a very big change, very big alliance. Also, we can get a good alliance. The major parties will realize the importance of autology and autology's work, RPI and RPI's importance, because the votes are vote bank. This our vote is about 20%. Our vote, Dalit votes in Tamil Nadu is 20%, is a very, very important share of votes, and with that support, anybody can win the election and form the government. So we want to show our strength. That's why 21 candidates have contested in the present election. The result will be announced on 2nd May. We are eagerly waiting. There will be a very good number of votes for our candidates. Mr. Amit contested in Chepauk, important Chepauk constituency in Chennai. He is also a very active person. Like that, many candidates have contested, and there is a very good everywhere. All the organizations, our sister organizations, like various small organizations, are very much keen to follow autology. They are all autology always insisting why so many parties for RPI or some other groups all should join together, so that we can become a very big Dalit force, and we can capture political power in India. We should not be in a separate situation. Various regional parties all should come forward, like Puvai Murthy's Jagan Murthy, then another leader like Mr. Thirumavalavan, then Dr. Krishnaswamy. All these leaders should come together and join, and big Dalit force should be made one big force to capture political power in Tamil Nadu. That is the important role. Autology will be a highlight everywhere, every time. Therefore, we expect a very great progress and success for RPI in the near future. RPI will come to power in Tamil Nadu, and Dr. Ambedkar's rule will come to the rule in Tamil Nadu. And for that, all the groups should forget their differences, should join together, strengthen the hands of RPI. Join RPI, join RPI, join RPI. All the youngsters and all should join together and strengthen the hands of Ramdas Autology, RPI. Then there will be a very big progress. There will be a very big development, political development in the country of Tamil Nadu. I hope there will be a very big future for RPIA, that means RPI Atwale. The Republican Party of India, Atwale, will have a great future in Tamil Nadu. Jai Bhim, Jai Bhim, Jai Bhim. Shall I finish? Thank you very much. Mahendra Nikalji has given me the opportunity Today, especially, this is a very important day because 14th April is a very important Dr. Ambedkar's birthday. All over the world it is being celebrated. He has given me this opportunity to give speech in live channel. I thank you very much, Mahendra Nikalji. I thank Atwaliji also. I thank all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Jai Bhim, Jai Bhim, Jai Bhim.